Hey guys, it's Alana and I have a DIY for you that was a month in the making because I wanted to make sure not only was it easy to install, but also totally possible to keep alive. I'm talking about this plant wall right behind me. I decided to hop on the bandwagon and try my hand at keeping really cute plants alive. I am not a green thumb at all, but turns out it is totally doable. I'm going to walk you through the steps for installation and give you a few tips on how to keep it alive. Keeping track of kids is hard enough, but why not add plants? Girlies, quiet please! Quiet! Quiet! Okay, first things first, every plant wall needs a base. I chose WallyGro. It's an eco-friendly company that uses milk jugs and recycles them into these really functional planters. They have a variety of colors to choose from. I went with stone and charcoal. So when you check out the inside, you'll see there's this piece that slides out. That's actually going to make the partition for watering. And down below, tucked inside, is the bracket that's going to attach to the wall and the screws that you need to go with it. And now for your viewing pleasure, a little video montage of my measurement, placement, and installation. Here's a closer look at the brackets. You can see they are installed with just one screw and they stick out a little bit from the wall so that you can slide the planter right on top of them. I popped the empty planters up on the wall to make sure that the brackets were sturdy and that I liked the placement and design. Okay, now let's talk plants. I chose a couple different varieties of pothos. They don't need a lot of direct sunlight and they don't need a lot of water. WallyGro has a plant guide on their website. It's very helpful if you need guidance on figuring out what kind of plant will grow well in your space. Now for the fun part. I set up a little planting station for myself to make this really simple. Clearly I'm not a gardener. You'll see that my tools are actually sand toys. But hey, I'm using what I have on hand. The soil is specific for indoor potted plants. That's a must. WallyGro gives an estimate on their website of how many scoops of soil you need per planter. That's a helpful tool when you're mapping out supplies. The only prep required for the planters is to make sure the partition is turned around and slid in securely. You want to make sure that it bends inwards so that it creates a well for the watering space. Before popping my plant inside, I put a few scoops at the bottom just to give it a little extra height, and then loosened up the roots gently on the plant before tucking it snugly inside. And then just fill the surrounding area with more soil, being careful not to dump it into the watering well. And there it is, all set and ready to go up on the wall. Now I'm just gonna slide all the plants onto the brackets. It's very easy. They attach really well and they're really secure. And there it is, a fully installed WallyGro plant wall. Look at those baby plants. You can see they're pretty happy here. They've grown a lot. Honestly, the hardest part was getting the measurements right. I should have thought ahead and got one of those electronic self-leveling kind of things. Don't quote me on it because I don't even know if that's the right word for those. But I'm sure there are modern devices that could have made that part much easier. Do yourself a favor and get one of those. Since the plants are on brackets, they're really easy to slide on and off. That's actually how I prefer to water. So I just slide them off the wall, put them on my patio, water them, and then pop them back on the wall. I only have to water every 2 weeks. There are lots of tips and tricks on WallyGro's website. I highly recommend taking a look at that because I attribute the fact that I've kept these alive to WallyGro. They have great advice on there. If you stick with what they say, your plants have a really good chance of surviving. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Girlies, can you go back inside for one more minute? One more minute. Too much noise. One more minute. Close the door.